Does it? Maybe. Am I live? I think so. Eli, am I live? Come here, let me see. Does it look like we're live? Get that mosquito. Get him. That's your job tonight. Eat all the bugs. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think we're live. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but maybe. Are we live or are we live or are we unlive? Can you hear the music okay? Is the music overpowering? Am I overpowering? Am I overpowering? Or am I normal? I don't think I'm never normal. I'm not normal. But that's okay. Oh, I did not mean to mute that. Okay, very good. Yeah. It's Thursday. I look like a coal miner. I don't know how well that comes across on camera, but my neck is covered in charcoal dust. We'll get to that. But yeah, I washed my face at least, and that's good. I don't know how well I did because I did it in 5 seconds, and then I ate dinner in 4 seconds, and then I made a coffee in 2 seconds, and now we're here. And you know, I don't know how many people have a Keurig machine. Raise your hand if you have a Keurig machine. I have a Keurig machine and it's awesome. I love it. It's so great. I have one in the garage too, if things get super crazy, but I don't have any coffee out here yet, but I have a Keurig machine in the corner that's like ready in case of emergency. I've got the black lung, Pop. You've been down in the mine for 1 day. Talk to me after 20 years. Sorry. I love that movie. Merman! Merman! Anyway, yeah, so I have a Keurig machine, and it sometimes, just randomly, will give me more coffee grinds than coffee. And it did that today, so that's not very nice. I tried to spoon out as many as I could, but there's still a couple in there. But I'm just gonna pretend they're not there and hope for the best. Maybe I won't notice them, I don't know. But yeah, happy Thursday, everyone. Today is Thursday for a couple more hours, and then it will be Friday. And that's the best part about Third Rail Thursday, to be honest, is that basically it's pretty much Friday. I treat Third Rail Thursday like it's a Friday, and then I'm extra Friday-ish on a Friday. But yeah, so the other great thing about this particular Third Rail Thursday is that I get to wish you guys all a happy Murica, because it's Murica Day. And it's also my niece's birthday. Happy birthday, niece. Happy birthday, niece. You are old now, I think. I can't remember how old you are. How old are you? How old are you? 12? Jeez. That's crazy. I could be wrong. But anyway, you're 12 for something-ish. And that's crazy. And it's funny, because I remember back in the day, I remember we used to trick you, if you're listening, or trick her, into thinking that Thursday, or sorry, it wasn't always on a Thursday, but that the 4th of July fireworks were for her birthday every year. So it's like, yeah, the United States celebrate your birthday every year with a massive fireworks display everywhere, and that's super great. But, yeah, it's Dwight's mom's birthday. Rest in peace, Dwight's mom. 12! I got it right. Jeez. Time flies. I still have her baby picture on my toolbox. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. Who all else is here? Who's taking a break from their Murica celebrations to visit They Make It Like That for Third Rail Thursday? Let's find out. We got Brian Ferguson's here. M&M Rails. Brian Ferguson and M&M Rails. You guys are just talking back and forth for a minute or two. Jackie's here. Roger's here. John Train BFGR is here. K is Fish is here. Hello, K is Fish. Chris May is here. Dwight's here. Talked to Dwight already. That's super cool. Hello, Dwight. And Chris, Go Via or Go Home, is here. Steve87 is here. Hello, everybody. Of those people, I don't know how many of you are Murican. A couple of you, anyway. But happy Murica! Yeah. I don't know what do you guys... Oh, it's this side. I got a weird stray hair. What do you guys do on the 4th of July? I don't know. Do you get the day off even though it's a Thursday? Or do you have a long weekend, like this weekend or something? How does it work? I don't know how it works. Maybe it doesn't work. Who knows? Conveniently, July 1st this year for us in Canada fell on a Monday, so we didn't have any weird confusion. I really don't like when it's in the middle of the week and then we just randomly have a day off. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. And then they're like, oh, you should take the Monday or the Friday off instead so that you get a long weekend. And I'm like, that's a good idea, okay, sure, but all the stuff happens on the 1st, regardless of whether or not people have to work. I don't understand. But, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really do much for Canada Day this year, or Canada Day like I like to call it, because why? Why add the extra? It's Canada Day. It's too, like, Canada Day. It's way easier, way catchier. I should work for marketing for the country of Canada, but I don't. Yeah, I didn't do much. Just kind of hung out. Enjoyed having a day off. What else? What else can you do? I mean, you could go to a parade, watch people walk, and listen to bagpipes. Or you could go to fireworks and get stuck in traffic. I thought about going to the fireworks, but then I'm like, you know what? You know what? Here's the thing. Everybody's going to the fireworks. And I've seen fireworks before. I could just close my eyes and imagine what fireworks look like. And then not get stuck in traffic when I have to work in the morning. So that's what I did, and that was a great idea. Because I was tired. I have a Canadian flag on my war game, and I play on the line. That might be why they're always after me. Oh, wow. We found it's a good time to go to the movies. That works. Cool. I like it. Where I live, there's a ban for fireworks, like personal fireworks. Because things got way out of hand a couple of years ago, and now they've banned fireworks at least in my area. But people still try to make that a thing. They still try to have fireworks, and I don't know if they get caught or not, but it's pretty hard to hide the fireworks. What's that loud noise? What loud noise? What are you talking about? What explosives? I don't know. Someone's throwing stuff. I did. She's 12. Yay, happy 12 day. And then I was wondering if she was 12. I couldn't figure it out. And then I figured it out. And then Jackie confirmed. And then that made me happy. And also made my back hurt a little bit. But, yeah. Okay, so. We got some stuff to do. Got some stuff to do. One of those things that I need to do is I will say this. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Um, I always, it always, it always starts with me saying that it's been a crazy couple of weeks. Because it's pretty much just always a crazy couple of weeks. Work is getting much more busier, we're expanding, we're growing, we're taking on a lot more clients and a lot bigger clients and fun stuff like that. And last week, I had to go to Ottawa. Bruce Crap is here. Oh, that's not, your name is just Bruce. Okay, cool. Oh, that was a bad joke. Hi, Bruce. You didn't miss much. Just me rambling. I was just about to get into things, and I just got a blurry picture of my niece on my watch. I don't know why after like 10 generations of Apple Watch they can't show you a non-blurry photo. They show you the photo, but it's super blurry, and then they're like, you gotta open up your phone. You gotta open up your phone to watch it. And yeah, so because my phone is occupied at the moment, I'm just gonna look at this blurry picture and just imagine a 12-year-old. But what was I saying? Yeah, I had to go to Ottawa. So here's what happened, right? Okay, so I don't live anywhere close to Ottawa. I don't know if you guys realize, but Canada's big. So when it's like, oh yeah, Tim lives in Toronto and Mark and Chris live in Ottawa and they're friends. I never see them because Ottawa's far. Yeah, so I had to go to Ottawa last week, and I got up. I left my house at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I went to the shop, got the rest of the guys, and we did a convoy to Ottawa. I know it's triggering for some people, but we got ourselves a little convoy, and we hit the road, and we drove to Ottawa. It's a 5-hour drive. Well, 4-hour drive from the shop, so 5 hours total from the time I left my house. And we got to Ottawa and worked for 9 hours, and then got back in the trucks and drove back. We drove back the same day. By the time we got home, it wasn't the same day, because I got home at 3:45 in the morning the following day. So I was gone for 21... No, what is that? I don't even know. I might have my times wrong, but I was away from the house for 21 and a half hours. I clocked it earlier, and I don't remember the times now, but I was away for 21 and a half hours in one day. And then I had to work the next day. So I've been a little bit busy and a little bit loopy and a little bit tired and a little bit, yeah. I don't know if you guys have noticed my shorts lately have just kind of been like, here's my tower, yay. Yeah, and Mark says no time to stop. Yeah, it sucked. I was in Ottawa for 9 hours, and I didn't get to see Chris or Mark or anyone from out that way, because I know, I mean, I don't know where you guys are, but I know that there's a few more of you guys that are out in Ottawa direction. I don't know, but yeah, long day, and honestly, I feel like I'm still kind of recovering. No, I didn't drive past your house, Kay's Fish, because I went the northern route, north of the wall. It's much more scenic. Driving the 401 to Ottawa is lame. I don't like doing it. So we took Highway 7. We took 407 and then Highway 7. Much nicer. Okay, so anyway, all that to say, I'm behind on some orders, so we're going to graffiti a couple dumpsters here real quick. 2 sets that are headed out in 2 different directions, and none of them have any requests for anything. I mean, I'm going to double check which of the no parking, no dumping, all of that kind of stuff it says. And then from there, I'm going to just do some graffiti. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Okay, so one of them is for Thomas. I did a TWB on my tower for him a while back. Sorry. My throat is doing weird things. It's all that coffee. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to do TWB for that. For his, because then he's got the tower, and he's got the dumpster, and all that fun things. All that sort of things. I'm not even in focus right now. There we go. And I got a new calligraphy pen, because as you guys remember, this is my old calligraphy pen. It's just a bunch of sludge. So hopefully this one will last me longer than this one. I gotta keep, this is like wall of shame material. Like, look at this. This is all that's left. Is a little nubbin. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys why I look like a coal miner. Yeah, so I'm currently working on a, let me do a picture there. There we go. I'm currently working on a 7-foot tall locket heart. Whoops, this has still got the QR code. Hang on a second. I don't need the QR code. Oh, there we go. That's the QR code for the GoFundMe page. For the 24-hour live stream that we did a couple weeks ago. Okay, so what was I gonna do? Etsy. I need to look at my orders again. Yeah, so we are building a 7-foot locket heart, and I needed to use guide coat. I don't know if you guys know what guide coat is. It can save you 15% or more on car insurance. No, that's GEICO. But guide coat is basically just charcoal powder that then gets spread all over the thing you're sanding, and then when you block sand, you basically sand away the charcoal dust, and you're left with the charcoal dust just stays in the low spots, and you sand away the high spots, and then when all the charcoal dust is gone, then whatever you're sanding is flat. Or in our case, it's curved, but if you use a block that's like flexible, you can kind of find that contour. I'm miming, but you find the contour of the curve, and you just pull back and forth, and it sands away the high spots and leaves the charcoal dust in the low spots, and you just sand and sand and sand until all the charcoal dust is gone and gets stuck to your skin because you're sweaty, and then you leave the house looking like a coal miner. Hang on a second. Where is my order? Where is my order? There we go. So Thomas says no dumping. Okay, so let me write this down. This one. This one's gonna be for Thomas. Okay. This marker's dead. And my garbage can's not there. Oh yeah, it's in the backyard. Thomas. No. What did he say? No dumping. And I'm gonna do TWB. And now, then I go to my other order. This one says no parking. Cool. So that's no parking. And no personalization request. That's cool. Although he did message me. What did he say? Okay, so his request is way too long to fit on an N-scale dumpster. Stan, if you're listening, I'm sorry. It's way too big to put on an N-scale dumpster. I don't think I could pull that one off. Sorry. But maybe next time, if you send me a car, I'll do it on a car for you or something. I don't know. Let's see. What is everybody saying? Trackside Mike is saying hello. Hi, Trackside Mike. John wants to know if I can put dents in my bins. Maybe in a future iteration. I do want to do that sort of thing. But, we'll see. I just got an order. And I just see it in the chat. Thank you, KS Fish, for ordering dumpsters. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I do plan on having a new, like, eventually I'll improve as I go, and I'll come out with dented ones as well, but I haven't gotten to that yet. What else? What else? Just a bunch of people saying hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. Okay, so let's do some dumpsters. Let's bust out the new calligraphy pen. Because honestly, the calligraphy pen is the greatest thing when it comes to doing these dumpsters. And this is the same exact one that I had before, which means now I have 2 little jars of black, which is handy. I'm going to keep this one sealed. That'll be my rainy day fund. Put that one away somewhere where I'll never find it again. Gotta clean my garage. Oh, Thomas is here. Hello, Thomas. We were just talking about you. I do want to come out with dented ones in the future, like I said. But right now, I don't have dented ones. But I'm going to do some super fun TWB nonsense on your dumpster. If these mosquitoes let me hold still. Bye, KS Fish. Have a nice day further. There we go. Now we're getting some little squiggles. And let me adjust my hat. More. What's happening here? Did it just deactivate? Hang on a second. Top down transition. Hold on a second. There we go. I don't know why it did that. Alright. Sorry, everyone, for the obnoxious camera work. Okay, so, no dumping. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show this all on camera, because this is very small stuff. But we're going to do our best. Thomas Worcestershire. I thought I was getting some ink coming out of this thing. It's been a minute since I've used a calligraphy pen, I guess. Just give me a second here. While I was at the store to get the calligraphy pen, I also got ultra-fine Sharpie paint markers, and that made my life a little bit happier than I ever thought it would be. Sorry, everyone. I don't know why this is not inking the way that it should. Maybe I need to shake the ink. Hang on a second. I'm not a calligrapher. Chris wants to know how often I replace my pen. Well, when you melt your pen into a sludge, then you replace it. I never really had a timeline for it, but I feel like this ink is not flowing like it should. Okay, I'm gonna grab the new one. My rainy day fund I'm already gonna use. Do you have to dip the pen in the ink? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. These mosquitoes are relentless today. I know I'm not on picture-in-picture right now, but if you happen to see me on picture-in-picture and I just like slap myself, that's why. Okay, let's try this now. Oh, there we go. Much better. I got some ink. Got some ink. All right, here we go. Can you guys see this? Yes, okay, so let's do... No dumping. Okay, so that one's good. And then this one I will do... No parking. No parking. Super tiny. I didn't realize how much work it was going to be to write those slogans when I designed the... I almost said curriculum. When I figured out what I was going to do for each of the 4 for the packages, I didn't realize how much effort it was going to take to write no parking and no dumping on the N scale ones. Because I did the HO ones first, right? So these ones are the weathered ones. So we'll set those aside. They don't have anything on them. These ones are the ones with tags. So I'm going to put a couple tags on these. And the beauty of N scale is they can be completely illegible so long as they look like something. That's a tag. Put another tag over here. That's another tag. And then we'll put a tag over here that says... There, tags. Now I'm going to also do other tags in other colors. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a couple tags on... No, I'll do different colors tags on the no dumping, no parking ones. But I'm going to do some tags on the graffiti ones as well. That's my, No, Thomas, no decals. Nope, no decals. Never decals. I don't do decals. I just don't. The only decals I ever do are when I'm redecorating. But when it comes to graffiti, no decals. And the inspiration behind the no parking, no dumping and all that stuff is because I actually have a dumpster at work where we spray painted a sign that says no dumping, camera on site. So that became two of my slogan options, is no dumping and camera on site. And then I also added no parking, because I've seen that before too, where people will spray paint no parking right on the front of the dumpster so that people don't park in front of the dumpster. And I mean, sure, there are people that get that printed or get that vinyled on their dumpster, or people will make a stencil or whatever. But a lot of times it's just an angry boss or like site supervisor or whatever, that's like, quit parking in front of my dumpster, and then he just grabs a spray can and just no parking, and scribbles it on there. So that's kind of where the inspiration came from for that. And I just realized that I didn't put myself back on picture-in-picture. So there we go. That's my face hidden behind a camera now. Yeah, so that is... I did a very random selection of black tags. Now I'm going to... Hang on. There, a couple tags on that one. And let me clean this out now. Let me clean this out now. So who all's excited for America Day? You guys doing things? I sang American Idiot by Green Day today. That's my America celebration for the day. Sorry. 1 second. These mosquitoes, man. I got him! I got him! How do I do the picture-in-picture? It's all in OBS. I use OBS. So that's how I do it. I have a scene for each of my camera angles, and then I can layer my cameras, and I can like literally just, I can make it bigger, or I can move it over here, or I can put it right in the middle, or I can put it back and shrink it back down like it was, or I can, what else can I do? I can add a border. There we go. They make it like that. Or I can... these are all just things that I've messed around with. You know? They're all just things that I've messed around with over the years. You have OBS now? Are you going to start using it for your live streams, or are you just going to keep using your phone like you do, like a boss? Okay, red. That's what I was looking for. Red ink. Yeah, I know a lot of people use StreamYard, but I'm not... I mean, I like ducks, but I'm not so set on having a duck on my screen. And I like OBS, and it's free, and it works well. And, yeah. I mean, I know it's... I haven't quite figured out... I'm sure there is a way where you can, like, go live with other people. I haven't figured that out yet. But for now, I like it. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. And I don't have a duck on my screen. So that's fun. So I've now shaken the ink. And I think that maybe I'm ready for some red ink. Okay, I need to mute this group. One of my group chats is going nuts. There we go. There we go. Let's use some red ink now. No parking, no dumping, no parking, no ducks. Yes. That's what I should do. Wasn't it when I sent those dumpsters to Chris, didn't you guys think it said no dumplings? That would have been funny. Okay, so let's do a quick red tag. Red tag days. I like the way the red looks. I would do white, but I'm out of white ink right now. I need to get some more white ink. But the odd white tag on these things look really good too. I'm not going to go nuts with the tags. I don't want everything to look super symmetrical. I know these are going to two completely different places, but I try to make them as random as possible. But I mean, come on, look how good. Where is it? Look how good those the red and the black look together. Let me focus on that. Look at that. You can't read it, but that's fine. You're not supposed to read it. It's just graffiti. Put a bit of rust on that and Uncle Bob. Sorry about my disgusting charcoal fingernails. Perks of the job, I suppose. Just a bit of what happens, you know? Sometimes I make things, and sometimes I make other things. That's what I do for a living. I make things that are big by day and things that are small by night. Those are my superpowers. Do a little tag on this one as well. Come on, wake up. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see these or not. Alright, so that is red ink. So here's the thing. I need to keep rinsing out my pen between colors a lot better than I was before, because that's what caused me to want to soak my pen in acetone, and then I got sidetracked by people, and then I ended up with goo pen. And that made me sad. Did they push for a new bill to be signed? Oh, Mark. You're off work, so you have all this time to prep your jokes. I like it. When's a new video coming out about the layout, Mark? I'll post one if you post one. There's some incentive. Yeah, okay, so these ones are just weathered. These ones are tagged. I kind of want to add another color. Do I have any more white? I don't think I do. Man, I wish I had white. Oh, but I have my silver Sharpie. How well will that work? Could do a bit of silver. Wake up. Come on. There we go. Let me try it on a sacrificial dumpster. We do it on a HO scale dumpster. So I don't know why these markers stopped flowing well. I think the tip dried on this thing. That's really frustrating. This thing was not that cheap. It was a $7 marker at Michael's. Which, I mean, is not that terrible in the grand scheme of things, but it should last me more than a week. That's for sure. The black one still works great. But the silver one dried up. And when the tip dries, I don't know how well you guys can see this. Let me show you here. Or let me show you on the black one. So this is the black one. Let me focus. So that's the black one, right? And you see the silver part? The silver part is metal. And then the black tip is felt. And the rest of it that's black is the plastic surround. But that silver bit pulls out and it's got a felt tip similar to any other paint marker. But there's like a gap. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a gap around that tip. And so long as the felt tip is clear and not dried out, the paint comes through the tip. And it's super fine and really awesome. But then as soon as it dries out, then the paint escapes through that gap. And that's why on this silver one, I don't know if you can see it because it's all silver, including the metallic part of the tip. The paint is coming out from around and it's globbing all over the place. And that's why I've never truly liked the Sharpie branded paint markers. However, they make the absolute finest paint markers, like finest tip. So I really, really, really wanted to have an ultrafine silver, and it's been working well for me until now. The black one's still good. I'm gonna make sure I baby that because I don't want that to die on me. Steve, you're banned. Sorry, man. I gotta cut you off. Okay, so, TWB. I want to do TWB the same as the tower. Let me see here. Oh, but that one's really stuck in there, isn't it? No, I got it. There it is. Okay, TWB. Oh, actually, this kind of got a little smudged. Let me touch this one up while I have it here. See how great this ultrafine Sharpie paint marker is, though? It's so sharp. No pun intended. Like, it's like the colors are so rich. I'm not sure why the black got smudged. I think it actually fell off of the tower. A couple of them fell off the other day. And I didn't really assess what needed to be fixed. I just threw them all back on. That's the thing. Once I'm finished all the windows, I'm going to have to probably go over some of them. Some of them that might not have been the best idea, or some of them that I could have done better, I might repaint. Some of them I might just have to touch up, because I've had a couple of them fall on the workbench as I move the tower, because none of them are glued in yet. But yeah, oh, you guys can't even see what I did. Anyway, there it is. TWB. Sorry. I didn't realize you couldn't see it. Let me actually widen the camera a bit, I guess, and then get rid of me. Bye, me. Yeah, so let's put that up there. So a lot of times, if people have their piece... Ooh, I just realized. I just got silver paint marker all over my hand because I had globbed it on the desk. That's annoying. Oh well. Yeah, so a lot of times when graffiti artists have their piece and they do it the same every time, but maybe they mix up the colors a little bit. So I think I might not do white. Here's my Among Us guy. I test drew him on masking tape because I wanted to be sure I could draw him. But there he is. I don't know anything about that game. I did that for the views. Oh! I should tell you guys, next Thursday, the tomorrow of Thursdays, is Chris, GVO. Go VR, go home. He's going to be live on Thursday at, I believe, 8:30 probably, because he's got soccer. I'm just going to hazard a guess. But be subscribed in case he goes on earlier. I'm not sure. And that'll be fun. I'm sure he's going to get up to some shenanigans because he doesn't have a layout anymore, but he is probably going to do some stuff. I know he's finishing up that building, the building from the kit series, and that turned out awesome. He might be showing that off or doing some finishing touches on that. I'm not sure. But that thing is mint. I like it. There's Chris right there. He's going to tell you what he's going to do. He's going to tell you right now. Gather round. He's going to tell you. He hasn't told you yet. So this is super small. The thing about, okay, so doing dumpsters live, I can't guarantee you're going to see what I'm doing. Because they're so small. And again, I do apologize that these didn't go out any sooner. It's been an insane couple of weeks. I've already been in contact with the two guys that ordered these two sets. And at least from the sound of things, they didn't sound like they were mad. They might secretly be mad at me, but I'm not sure. The best I can do is just say, hey, sorry man, it's been a crazy week. And I'll get these out to you. So this is going to be a tight squeeze. TWB. Let me make this T a little wider to kind of fill it out. so let's let that dry. Kevin is here. Hello, Kevin. What's going on? Okay, this one, he wanted something, he wanted Buffalo Soldier, right? But that's not going to fit on here. And then I thought, let me acronymize it, make an acronym, but then you get BS, and I don't think he wants a dumpster that says BS. So we need to make something up. I don't think Stan is in here. Stan, are you here? I don't think so. He is a viewer, and that's cool, but I don't know if he's viewing as we speak. So we need to make something up. What should Stan get on his dumpster? Keep in mind it's N scale, so it's gonna have to be kind of on the small side. I don't know, but I'm gonna use this color. Here we go. You're just gonna dive in. It's kind of what you have to do. It's just start. Steve, I like where you're headed with that, but even doing Buffalo on an N-scaled dumpster is a little bit much, and so is Soldier. These things are tray tiny. There. Where'd I put my lid? There it is. In the meantime, I'm gonna do this same one on the tower as well. Two birds stoned at once. Let me just grab a window. Actually, while I'm here, let me grab a couple. This one. Left-handed grab on that one. What about Bob for Bob Marley? That's actually good. However, I already did this. Yeah. I mean, I could do a different dumpster. I have more. But, then this one is... I don't know. I'll tag... I'll do a Bob tag. Bob tag. Let's do a Bob tag real quick. Or I could put Bob on the side of this one. Maybe. Can I fit Bob on the side? Isn't there a famous Bob Marley tag? I don't know. Ask him. I don't know. Like the way you think, Kevin. Not as dumb as I look. There we go. Double whammy. Got Bob on the side. KFC. Guys, you guys remember Toonie Tuesday? Anyone? You guys remember Toonie Tuesday? Those were the days, eh? Toonie Tuesday. I just got Toonie Tuesdays the other day. And it cost, I got 2 of them, and it cost me almost $15. How does that make sense? I'll tell you how. It just doesn't make sense. Why would Toonie Tuesday cost $15? I think inflation is just plain rude, is what it is. One Love, that's a good idea. I did graffiti. I did graffiti too fast on that one, I guess, because you guys have way better ideas than the random word that I picked. It had nothing to do with Bob Marley. I just picked a word. That's the thing. If you don't give me direction, I just do what I want. But then you guys come in and knock it out of the park with your ideas. Oh well. We got Bob. Where's my Q-tips? Alright, let's let that one dry. And let's do another window. Why not? We're waiting for stuff to dry. Let's do one back here. Let's do one next to grapes. Yes, that was the sound of a window falling. I have to go back and put a lot of windows back on that have fallen off. One of these days, I need to just spend a bit of time, like, assessing the tower, because I've just been throwing graffiti up there and hoping for the best. But I need to kind of wrap it up and get it on the layout. What should this one say? Let's do One Love. I like that one. Since we're not doing it on a dumpster, let's do it here. Jamaican colors. Yeah, Mark, you're right. This is how I do it now, because otherwise I'd have to finish my live and do several shorts. Might as well just do them live. I'm doing 3 for now. I don't think I'm gonna go too late tonight. Because I also gotta do these dumpsters. Finish them up. Tim and I are taking bets on when the short streak will end. Any takers? I don't know if I'd go for that. I'm really trying to make this thing go as long as I can. I think I started on May 5th. If I'm not mistaken. When did I start? Hang on. Let me look. Okay, shorts. Gotta scroll way down. I started... What was the first one I did? Okay, there we go. So now these are all shorts about nonsense. And then this was the first short. I am building an N-scale replica of Oceanwide Plaza Graffiti Tower in Los Angeles. And I'm doing a lot of shout-outs, like the Ganaraska Railway Modelers, Denny of N-scale Dystopia, M&M Rails, My Dog, Go Via or Go Home, Trackside Mike, Jason the Train Freak. They make it like that. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do next, and subscribe for more. So that's the first... Sorry, that's the first one that I did. And that was April 2nd. And, yeah, I've been doing daily ever since. April 2nd. I thought it was May. If I go 365 days, you'll buy KFC. Okay. So April 2nd. I'll be expecting some KFC. How many days ago was that? Hey Siri, how many days ago was April 2nd? 93 days ago. That doesn't mean I've done 93 windows, because I've cheated on a few days where I've just posted like segments of like other videos about the tower, or just like recap videos and blooper videos and stuff like that. But I've done at least 80 windows, plus the few that I did at the beginning for that video. So that's easily, I would say we're rounding the 100 mark, which is about halfway. Yeah, that's about halfway, because I got about 200 windows. There's 196 windows on this tower. But yeah, that's that. I need calligraphy ink again, because I need to go super fine with this. I was going to use my ultrafine Sharpie marker, but I think it's best if I just use the ink. There we go, nice and fine. How much can I zoom in on this thing and have it coherent? Sorry about the janky camera. Janky cam. There, that's TWB. That's TWB, and then let's do this one. It's actually a lot of fun, because I post them before I go to bed, and then I wake up in the morning to see how many early birds we have. I don't expect a lot of interaction first thing in the morning, but it's pretty cool, because sometimes it gets picked up in like India or something, or like somewhere overseas, and because sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have 30 views, and sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have like 500 views. It's like, how? Who is watching this first thing in the morning? But then I remember that there's different time zones. But it's been a lot of fun, honestly, to see what works, what doesn't work, how random it is that, like, what gets picked up and what doesn't. Some days I put a little bit of effort in and I get 5,000 views, and sometimes I put a ton of effort in and I get 7 views. You never really know with shorts. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's been keeping me active and keeping me working on this thing a lot more consistently than I thought I would. Because, like, I think I said it in one of my videos. If I had just sat down and said, okay, I'm going to do all the graffiti on this tower, first of all, I wouldn't come up with enough ideas. It would get really stale really fast, and it would take 9,000 gajillion years to do it. Whereas this way, I literally just come out. I mean, I try to batch them so that I can stay ahead of the game, and I don't have to post. I don't have to do the work every day. I just have to post every day, which is nice. However, when life gets hectic, I end up coming out just doing one and then going to bed. It happens more than I would like it to. But it's just keeping it steady, and then just over time, like, what, it's been 3 months now, and I'm halfway through the tower. Another 3 more months and I'll be done the graffiti, and I'll be able to move on to some other stuff. I have so much planned for this tower, like to finish, like finishing details and stuff like that, that I want to get onto, but I would like to finish the graffiti first, because the other stuff is just going to get in the way of, like, taking the windows off and all of that fun stuff. Oh, I should be filming this and make sure that it's on camera. Sorry, everyone. When you're balancing 19 jobs and multiple camera angles all at the same time, it gets complicated. But let's be filming this. This one could have been cooler. It's just a random word I picked. But hey, some graffiti's better than others, am I right? That's how it works, isn't it? Eminem Rail says he wants the layout. I want the layout too. I really do. It's coming along. I haven't touched it in a couple weeks though. Whoop, that's way thicker than I wanted it to be, but oh well. Like I said, some graffiti's better than others. That'll work. Yeah, so I haven't really done a lot on the layout. Here's my little show the camera. But it is what it is. It's gonna come. I just have to build the bench work, and I feel like now that it's summertime, I can work in the garage a lot more comfortably. I will be able to get the rest of the bench work built and have a layout. It's funny. I get really ambitious sometimes. I set a goal for myself to have the layout going around my basement and running trains by April. It's not April anymore. It's not April anymore. So that happened quite quickly, I might add. But this summer, I definitely want to have trains running. I mean, trains have never been a summer hobby for me, but now that I have the garage, it makes so much more sense to do the bulk of my building in the summer because I can work outside. That's when I built the original module of my current layout, was last summer. Actually, it was a year ago this month. And so now I'm kind of just ready to do phase 2 and 3 and 4 a year later. I'm hoping that I can pull that off and I'm not just teasing everybody and not getting it done. Oh, I just realized I wasn't filming. Shoot. Oh well. That happens sometimes. You're not filming and you miss stuff. They can't all be bangers. Pretty happy with the graffiti though. And you guys can't see it again. Sorry. Dan's here. What's up, Dan? That's one thing about Dan. He's always late. But he makes us hear about it. And that's cool. Gnome. Gnome is for Denise, that's right. Yeah. Where did I have that one? That one was down here. All right. I don't know why I did that same drop. Anyway, where did I put my marker? There it is. This ultrafine Sharpie pen, paint pen, has been a lifesaver. Oh, but wait. I had more things I wanted to do to this one. Do I have... Let me stop this recording real quick. Do I have... Oh, I do. Does it work? It's so weird how this is the pen that I used, and that's what it dries as. I would like a much deeper green if I could get it. It would be nice if I could get a much deeper green. It would also be nice if this worked, but I don't think it does. This is just dried up, never been used. Or does it? Hang on. doubt that. I bought this paint marker like 100 years ago. Okay, but this works. You see where I'm going with this? Pretty sure if you guys haven't figured it out yet, you should probably get out more. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's transferring the gold. I don't want that. Wake up. Come on. There we go. Okay, so let's let that dry. In the meantime, I'm going to do a teensy bit of weathering. The thing about these dumpsters is they don't need a ton of weathering, which is kind of nice. Well, that's where all my other inks went. That's why I couldn't find them. Okay, they were put away. That's why I couldn't find them. That's never what happens. Alright, so this is going to just be weathered. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I'm going to focus for right here so that you guys can see while I work. but the only way that works is if I hold it in the camera. You can put just the right amount of weathering on them, Steve. Just the right amount. Which, in my world, I don't know about you guys, but in my world, any amount of weathering is the right amount. Because nothing is not weathered. Even stuff that's brand new is still weathered. It just depends on how much. These have got a little bit of weathering powder on the root, on the top now, so I'm gonna have to clean that off, but I'll do that all after. I'm gonna just dust these real quick, and then all of the like dull coating and packaging and everything I'll do after the live. Get it all done, get it all out, and then you guys will have your dumpsters lickety split. Well, about as fast as Canada Post wants to operate. Sometimes it takes 5 days, sometimes it takes 90 days, sometimes it takes 2 minutes. Who knows? It doesn't never take 90 days, I'm just exaggerating. I hope you guys know that. Never takes 90 days. Calm down. I got some other 3D printed ideas coming down the pipeline as well. I hope you guys are ready for it. Something super cool, actually, that I don't think anyone's ever done. At least not that I've seen. So that'll be fun. You guys will be privy to some cool stuff that at least I have never seen done in model railroad scales. I'm not sure if anybody else has done it. But I'm just looking, honestly, when I do this kind of stuff, I'm looking for places, like, I'm looking for excuses to add graffiti to things. Besides just train cars, because that's the thing. You can buy train cars from me that are graffitied, and that's cool. But then all you have on your layout with graffiti is train cars, and that's not realistic. They make it like that. You gotta have graffiti all over. You gotta have weathering all over. Because that's the way the world works. Everything gets weathered and graffitied. Okay, do a little bit more weathering here. Do a little bit more weathering there. That's the beauty of these ones. They don't take a ton of weathering either. You just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm actually working on a 3D printing project at work right now. I don't know how much of it I can talk about, but all told, it's going to be 5 feet tall when it's done. It's printing in 10 pieces because of the size of our biggest resin printer, and each piece is taking over 30 hours to print, which which means there better be enough resin in the printer before you leave at the end of the day. But once it's done, I'm gonna glue it all together, fill in all the seams with resin, and prime and paint it, and it will be 5 feet tall when it's done. If I can share about it, I will, but this is by far the most ambitious 3D printing project I've ever done. And it's a little nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie, because it's a lot of resin if you mess it up. There we go. So that's the dumpsters done. Where are we at right now? 10 o'clock? It's getting to be about that time. I'm going to finish up this window, and I'm going to call it. I know that I normally go a lot longer. However, I'm tired. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. But I'm tired, and I still got to pack these so I can send them out. Otherwise, I'm going to have sad people, and I don't like sad people. They bum me out. Okay, let's finish this one. Who do we have with us now? It seems quiet. Who's here? Got 15 people. Only 10 likes. What's that about? What's that about? Kay's Fish is back. Thomas is still here. Pine Valley is still here. Oh, Pine Valley's here. You've been what's the word? Lurking. You've been lurking. Dan's here. What's up, Dan? Chris is still here. Bruce is here. Bruce is sending stuff my way. That's exciting. Alright, let me put this on the tower. Alright. And I'm building an N-scale replica of Ocean Wide Plaza in downtown Los Angeles. Yeah. A bunch of windows fell. And I need to find them, because I don't know where they went. They kind of fell. I don't know. But yeah. Scrub back, Kay's Fish. I did a graffiti that you might like. But yeah, I think that's about it for today. To be honest, I know it's shorter than I usually go, but oh, there's all the coffee grinds I was talking about. I should have never done that. There's like half a K-cup in there. That's rough. That's rough. Oy, 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 oy. Anyway, let me just You hear me? I lost my mic. And it sucked. Yeah, so anyway, that is a Third Rail Thursday. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that is a Third Rail Thursday. Next week is going to be Chris. Go via or go home. And he is going to be doing... Sorry, my hair's all wonky today. He's going to be doing things and also probably stuff as well. I'm not sure what, because he doesn't have a layout. But he's probably going to do something. And that'll be fun. Let's give him what was I going to say? Let's give him some support, you know? He doesn't have a layout anymore, and that's super sad, and I think he's super sad about it, and he needs to be not sad. So when you see him or when you watch his stuff, make sure you give him nice comments and be like, hey man, super excited about your new layout that's going to come whenever you find a place and all that fun stuff. I'm excited to see because he does good work. He really does. I don't know if he's listening right now, but I'm shamelessly plugging him because he is a fantastic modeler. His scenery is really cool. And I'm so bummed that his layout's gone because I saw it. Geez, how long ago was that now? That had to be like 3 years ago when I saw his layout for the first time. And he wasn't finished his 3rd level yet when I was there, but what he had done was amazing. But yeah, now he's moving and his layout's gone, and yeah, so we'll see what he's gonna do next week. It won't be working on the layout. It'll probably be doing something else. But whatever he's got in store, I know is gonna be great. So you make sure you tune in and give him some support. Encourage him to keep going, because I know when you put that much work into a layout just to rip it out, it makes you say, you know what, I don't feel like going live right now. And I get that. But what else are we going to do on Thursdays if Chris doesn't go live anymore? It's going to be boring. I don't know. I'm just going to end up staring at the wall or something on Thursdays. And that would suck, because my wall is gray. I mean, I could put art on the wall, I suppose, but then I would just stare at art. I'd rather watch something, hang out with my friends in the chat, you know? Yeah, that's rough. Been there. Yeah, I think at some point everyone has had to start over again, or rip out a layout, or change a layout, or whatever. I had to get rid of my layout when I moved here. I miss it, but I'm working on a new one, and that's going to be fun. So, we'll see. Anyway. That's the end. Oh. I was going to say, the last couple times that I've ended my live streams, I don't understand. But I say, remember, they make it like that, like I always do. And then I give it a second, and then I end the stream. However, the last couple times, even though I give it time to catch up, it cuts me off. It's like, and remember, and then the stream is done. So I just want you guys to know that they make it like that. So when I get to the end, if I say, remember, and it cuts me off, I wanted to say they make it like that. I wanted to say, where is it? I wanted to say, they make it like that. Right there, it's down there. Down there. They make it like that. Way down in the corner there. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, they make it like that. So, are you ready? We're going to try this out. We're going to try it out. And if it works, then great. And if it doesn't, you're going to have to say it to yourself. Okay? Here we go. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to tune in to Go Via or Go Home next week at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, remember, they make it like that. How long do I have to wait now? This red light kind of makes me look like I'm wearing a Santa hat.